Top 15 Best Places to Visit in Australia. Australia is a sizable place. You know, continent-sized. The entire center of this place is desert, inhabited only by the hardiest souls, camels, mostly, with around 85% of Australia's population ringed around its massive coastline. If all of that gives the impression that finding stuff to do here is difficult, we've got news for you. Of course, this isn't strictly news, as Australia has long been one of the most popular destinations on the planet. Millions head here every year to gawp at nature, admire the cities and try not to be killed by the quite incredible range of wild beasts in this place. Australia is a tourist's dream, with stunning beach towns nestled up to rugged national parks, wild green islands, culture-heavy cities, and more charm than most places can even dream up. The best things to do in Australia? Look no further. Here are the top 15 best places to visit in Australia. Number 1. Melbourne. There are much too many rooftop pubs for a city with such unpredictable weather, and everyone dresses in black. All the clichés about Melbourne are accurate. The best thing about Melbourne, though, is that there are a ton of hidden gems there. The majority of attractions worth seeing are within easy reach and reasonably priced to get to thanks to the city's free tram zone, whether it be a secret laneway bar, a 10-story shopping excursion, or an underground theater venue. Number 2. Uluru. The scenery in Australia's Red Centre is just breathtaking, especially as you gaze in awe at Uluru, a massive sandstone monolith. There are direct flights available from Sydney, Darwin, and Cairns, and the airport is just a few kilometers north of Uluru. When you see Uluru in person, it's simple to comprehend how it came to represent both the local Indigenous culture and all of Australian culture. You'll quickly get why climbing Uluru, which was eventually made illegal in 2019, is a strict no-no after hearing the Anangu residents of the area tell tales of its spiritual significance. It's still beautiful to go around the base and admire it from a distance as you see the various hues it takes on when the sun shines on it. Number 3. Kakadu. The appeal of Australia's southernmost state is understandable. One reason is that 40% of Tasmania is protected as wilderness and national parks. Drive 20 minutes outside of the state's two largest cities, Hobart and Launceston, and you may go for a walk through the wilderness, ride a bike down a breathtaking mountain track, or simply relax on the beach. But Tasmania isn't just for lovers of the outdoors. The Museum of Old and New Art, MONA, one of the top things to do in the world right now, is a world-class art museum with outstanding cuisine, gin and whiskey distilleries, animal sanctuaries, where you may see endangered Tasmanian devils, cool climate wineries, and fabulous festivals. Number 4. Sapphire Coast. Located nearly 500 kilometers from central Sydney on New South Wales's southeastern border, this quiet corner of the state on the edge of Green Cape is something of a hidden gem, off the radar of mass tourism. In part, this is because it's not the easiest place to reach. Only the Minute Regional Airport at Merimbula offers a faster alternative to driving here. However, if you're willing to go those extra miles, unspoiled nature is your reward along this ruggedly beautiful stretch of sea from Bermagui to Disaster Bay. A place of otherworldly crimson cliffs, dramatic waves and vibrant, shifting landscapes. The vistas here, notable for their rust-red Devonian rock, are a proverbial feast for the eyes, but there's plenty of actual feasting to be done here too. Expect succulent seafood caught off the docks at Eden, cheeses galore from Bega and Tilba's famous dairies, beef and lamb reared on the grassy slopes near Pambula, and of course, the region's most popular export, succulent Sydney rock oysters reared in some of the most fertile estuaries anywhere in the country. Number 5. Sydney. Everyone knows Sydney packs a punch when it comes to spectacular views and thrilling activities. She's a rather pretty city too, with architecturally beautiful buildings, including two of the most iconic structures in the world, the Sydney Opera House and Harbour Bridge, and sparkling harbours interrupted only by island sanctuaries. If you're coming for the beautiful beaches, we recommend sticking around for the restaurants, the culture and the good vibes, but also the beaches. Sydney is all that and more, especially if you like getting a little active in your free time. Number 6. Kangaroo Island. Although it is the third largest island in Australia, not many people have taken the ferry from the mainland to windy Kangaroo Island. There are plenty of native creatures to discover, sugar-white beaches to explore, and even a national park right outside your door. As far as triple threats from nature go, it's tough to match this area. The remarkable rocks, located high above the sea in Flinders Chase National Park, truly live up to their name. Over 500 million years have passed since the formation of this group of worn, orange-tinged granite boulders. Number 7. Far North Queensland. The temperature is pleasant up north, you are surrounded by UNESCO World Heritage Sites, and tropical weather implies tropical products. Explore Far North Queensland, which is located close to the Great Barrier Reef, the largest coral reef in the world, using Cairns as your home base. There are several ways to explore the GBR, regardless of whether you're an experienced diver, a novice snorkeler, or prefer to travel there on a luxurious glass-bottom boat. Don't forget to visit the Daintree Rainforest, a lush wonderland with waterfalls fit for a Hollywood movie, crystal clear lakes, sunlight glinting through the trees, tropical foliage, and unusual wildlife. Additionally, FNQ is home to an incredible number of large objects, such as the Big Crab in Cardwell, the Big Barra in Daintree, and the Big Marlin. Number 8. Whitsundays. Think you have to go to the Maldives for a slice of paradise? Australia's got its very own paradise ready and waiting in the Whitsundays. This collection of 74 islands is located right next to the northeast coast of Queensland and the Great Barrier Reef. Most of the islands are uninhabited, and you've probably seen secluded, long white stretches of beach and gorgeous landmarks like Heart Reef on your Instagram feed. If that's not enough to entice you to pay a visit, the average daily temperature is 27 degrees Celsius. Number 9. Broken Hill. Few locations are as fascinating, intricate, and unexpected as Broken Hill in Australia or even the entire planet. It was one of the wealthiest communities in Australia's early colonial days because it was built on the richest lead, zinc, and silver ore body ever discovered. Blockbuster movies like Priscilla Queen of the Desert and Mad Max 2 were recently filmed here, making it a popular destination for everyone from drag enthusiasts to fans of dystopian movies. There are top-notch lodging options in and around the town, like the opulent Broken Hill Outback Resort, if you wish to see the brutally gorgeous sun-scorched plains of Australia's arid interior while maintaining 1 foot in civilization. Number 10. Byron Bay. This coastal town in northern New South Wales has completed its transformation from hippie town to a boho luxe getaway destination of late, but we're not mad about it. Casual dining standards in the region have hit the stratosphere. The farm, which houses a prove door, a bakery, a classroom and the eponymous farm, is a must-visit. 3 major music festivals, Blues Fest in April, Splendor in the Grass in July, and Falls Festival over New Year's, and a year-round holiday feel have encouraged enterprising locals from all over the region to set up side gigs as Airbnb hosts, so there are plenty of places to stay, no matter your budget. Number 11. Great Ocean Road. The Great Ocean Road, which begins in Torquay, 1.5 hours from Melbourne, and ends just before Warrnambool, is justifiably one of Victoria's most well-known tourist attractions. Without breaks, it would take around 4 hours to travel this meandering section of road, but heed our advice, you'll want to stop. There is simply too much to see and do along the coast, including plenty of places for swimming and surfing, upscale dining establishments, playgrounds for thrill-seekers, like Live Wire Action Park, stunning waterfalls, like Beauchamp Falls, picturesque limestone stacks, like the 12 Apostles, and numerous places to stop and eat some fish and chips on the sand. Number 12. Barossa Valley. The Barossa Valley is one of Australia's premier wine-producing regions, so if you're a fan of vino, this is the place to visit. You'll find it 50 minutes northeast of Adelaide, and there are more than 150 wineries and 80 or so cellar doors to explore. The region primarily focuses on big reds, mostly Shiraz and Cab Sauv, but you'll also find a healthy selection of Grenache, Riesling and Chardonnay. Big Australian wineries like Penfolds, Yalumba and Jacobs Creek are located here, but we'd recommend visiting smaller producers like Charles Melton and Rockford Wines if you're after true Aussie hospitality. Number 13. Exmouth. The tranquil coastal town of Exmouth is located close to the 300-kilometer-long Ningaloo Reef and the Cape Range National Park, an area that is breathtakingly beautiful and teeming with life. Exmouth, which is 1,270 kilometers, approximately 15 hours driving or a 2-hour flight to neighboring Learmouth, north of Perth, is a haven for nature lovers with one of the longest bordering reefs on the globe, which means that in many places the coral reaches the beach. You may take a guided tour into the fossil-crusted Mandu Mandu Gorge, which has been inhabited by people for nearly 30,000 years, or swim with whale sharks. Don't worry, they're harmless filter feeders that can grow up to 18 meters in length. Number 14. Southern Highlands. Feel like harking back to simpler times? The Southern Highlands is the ultimate genteel getaway, full of quaint villages, winding walking trails, and Federation-era pubs for a drink along the way. Explore the lush Kangaroo Valley and take in the sprawling Minamara Rainforest Center on the way. For lunch, the village of Bowral punches well above its weight when it comes to the region's culinary scene. For country coziness just a stone's throw from Sydney, wander up to the Highlands for a cuppa. Number 15. Tasmania. The appeal of Australia's southernmost state is understandable. One reason is that 40% of Tasmania is protected as wilderness and national parks. Drive 20 minutes outside of the state's two largest cities, Hobart and Launceston, and you may go for a walk through the wilderness, ride a bike down a breathtaking mountain track, or simply relax on the beach. But Tasmania isn't just for lovers of the outdoors. The Museum of Old and New Art, MONA, one of the top things to do in the world right now, is a world-class art museum with outstanding cuisine, gin and whiskey distilleries, animal sanctuaries, where you may see endangered Tasmanian devils, cool climate wineries, and fabulous festivals. Above are the top 15 best places to visit in Australia. If you have time, invite you to watch other beautiful places in the channel. Remember to like, subscribe to the channel, comment and share for many people to see. Thank you very much.